Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toy Escapades channel in Malaysia. Special thanks to Manuel Eduardo Caritas for sharing these final packaging shots via Instagram of the upcoming Deluxe Dragon Blaster Skeletor, and with it, the confirmation that the figure will indeed feature its vintage water spraying action feature. Now this was something that was a pretty big discussion point and a cause for much speculation. Will the dragon shoot water? There were some custom work in progress photos of the figure that I did a video on previously that suggested that the figure could come with sculpted water blast effects, such as those that came with Cobra Khan. Then the official photos dropped early last week and we saw this thing in all its full glory. The event was covered by quite a number of channels online, but nobody had the answers. Okay, nobody had the confirmation as to whether or not this thing was going to come out spraying. But now we know, okay, what the deal is, and it is fantastic to get a modern day, updated version of the figure that retains its original action gimmicks. You have to wonder though about the inconsistencies. Previously, the Deluxe Snout Spout figure also had the water spraying feature. And then later when they came to the standard release Cobra Khan, they left out the water spraying feature even though his belly was still bloated up like a tank to hold water and his mouth had a built-in slot for it to be sprayed out of. So Cobra Khan came with the sculpted spray blast effect instead, and apparently you do need to be a deluxe figure to have the actual water blasting feature, you know, not just a spray effect, even though other standard MOTU Origins figures in the past have retained their vintage action gimmicks. So it definitely has been inconsistent. Interestingly, neither the original vintage Snout Spout or Cobra Khan figures were deluxes, but the Dragon Blaster Skeletor from 1985 was. Yeah, the instructions for the original figure showcases that it featured every aspect and accessory that the new Origins figure has. The original cardback artwork sees the dragon blasting away at Fisto, with Man-at-Arms trying to run for cover. Yeah, you know, Fisto took the hit for that one. By the way, the stream that the dragon shoots out is supposed to be a form of paralyzing mist. I guess you could swap out the water in there with the worst smelling cologne that you have and spray that one out. Okay, that might create a paralyzing effect too. Okay, think about it. Alright, now checking out the newly revealed card back for the Origins Deluxe Dragon Blaster Skeletor, we see that the Dragon Blaster Skeletor and Too Bad are taking on the Bashosaurus with the Thunder Punch He-Man in it. Now, this is the second time in very recent weeks that the Bashosaurus has made an appearance on Origins cardback artwork. Previously, for the Wave 12 mini-comic Roboto figure, it was also there because that whole panel referenced and homaged the classic Battle of Roboto mini-comic. Now, for this one, we get an all-new action sequence. However, there is a homage here, okay, in the background to the classic Skeletor's Dragon mini-comic. That's right, the original mini-comic that came with the vintage Dragon Blaster Skeletor figure. In the background here, you see these two dinosaur-like creatures, okay? They appear to be suffering and dying. Alright, so if you go back and check out that original Skeletor's Dragon mini-comic, by the way, that particular mini-comic pulls off a total bait and switch. Because you think that from the title of the mini-comic and also the way that the story begins, that it's all going to be about Skeletor's pet dragon, but it's not. And by the way, it doesn't seem that Skeletor even cares about the pet dragon all that much, okay? Because in this particular scene here, there's a shot here of horrific animal abuse, okay? Skeletor just blasts the dragon with his power sword. I mean, just look at this thing, okay? Just absolute cruelty. He doesn't even care if it lives or dies. Anyway, as I was mentioning, this whole story turns out to be the origin of Battle Bones, okay? That's what it's all about. And in fact, we see these two prehistoric looking dinosaur creatures roaming the lands. Eventually, they succumb to disease and decay, right? The male has to watch as his female companion dies. Eventually, he too becomes a pile of bones. But then later, Skeletor reanimates him, okay? Brings him back as Battle Bones Reborn. Oh, Reboned. Okay, what do you guys think? Anyway, Battle Bones, Bashosaurus, we're getting a ton of teasers here. Will any of these ever get produced? I don't know. But for right now, I'm just glad that we're getting the Dragon Blasting Skeletor and this thing's actually shooting out streams of water. Okay, so that's the video, guys. If you enjoyed the content here, please drop me a like, support the channel, subscribe, share the videos out, join up as a member, and I'll catch you guys again real soon right here with more content. Thank you and take care out there.